Hi, I'm Jean Nolte, editor at Fons & Porter.
And I'm Colleen Tauke. I'm the sewing specialist for Fons & Porter. In this Sew Easy, we're going to show you how to make diamond rectangle units.
So we're going to be using a special tool called the Diamond Rects tool. It was created by Deb Tucker of Studio 180 Design, and she is brilliant when she designs her tools. It makes things so much easier. So we're going to make this unit right here.
That's one that a lot of people will shy away from because it's a diamond and those funky triangles on the outside edge.
But if you use Deb's method, it is so much easier. So we're going to make a 2" by 4" finished diamond. So if you look on this ruler right here, it says 2 by 4 center diamond. Start with 2 3/8 or 2½ inch wide strips. Wow. So we have a 2½ inch wide strip.
The directions are right on the ruler.
You can hardly make a mistake here. So we're going to look at this diamond that says 2 by 4, and it ends there, so we've got to make sure we get all of that on the strip. And then I'm going to line up this bottom line with the bottom of my strip, and I'm going to make my first cuts here along the right-hand side of the ruler. Oops. Well, let's get that back down there. Okay. Okay, first I'm going to cut along the right-hand side, and then I'm going to cut across the top. Yeah, just that little bit. Now I'm going to turn this around, and once again I'm going to line up that same diamond, this time right on the cut edge and the cut edge, and this time I just have to cut along the right hand side.
We were starting with a 2½ inch pre-cut strip, so that's why we were trimming a little bit off of the top.
Okay,
of the diamond
now that you've got the angle correct, you can go along if you want more of these and just line it up with the cut edges, cut along the side, cut along the top, and just keep going till you get as many as you need.
Great way to use those pre-cut strips.
Okay, now we need to cut the pieces
triangles
that are going to go out there. So we have our center. I'm going to get the rest of this out of the way for now. So if you look on this section of the ruler, there's a little part that looks kind of like an L, and it says 2 by 4 finished, and underneath it it says 2 1/4 by 3" rectangles.
2 1/4 by 3" rectangle.
Now, the tricky thing you need to do is cut 2 of these, and you put them so they have wrong sides facing, and that's going to cut all 4 of these triangles out of one piece, and you're going to have triangles and triangles reversed.
So that's why we put back sides together, so we get mirror image.
Right. So once you've cut your rectangle the correct size, once again we look where it says 2 by 4. We line up that line along the left edge, the bottom, along the bottom of our rectangles, and that, voila, creates
all 4 pieces.
4 pieces, and you can see here, I can lay them out. So this is the right side of this. I got to flip this one over so it goes there. Here's the right side of this one, and I flip this one over, and there we go. So we're ready to sew.
Right. The nice little trick with Deb's tools is that she usually oversizes the blocks just a little bit so we can go back and finish cutting them perfectly at the end.
All right. So you're ready to sew.
So
in this case, the white ones are going to be a little bit oversized. You want these 2 first?
Yep, that's what I want.
So 2 opposite ones.
Opposite corners. Kind of think of it as a diagonal row almost. Double check to make sure that you've got the right side of your fabrics up. So we're going to turn them right sides together.
Okay, and these white pieces again are oversized, and that's on purpose. So you just sort of center them
Over
on
the
top
like
of
this.
the center diamond. Now the center diamond is not oversized. It is cut the correct size. So you want to take an accurate 1/4 inch seam when you sew these on. Okay.
Always with the white on top.
Yep.
One side and then turn. And since they're so small, we can just go right into the second side. Oops, get it lined up just right.
All right.
Nice and straight. And off that side.
All right. So once you get those on, you're going to want to press away from the center diamond. So in this case, that means toward the white.
And I'm going to Go in and just finger press them a little bit, trying not to stretch, but open all the way to the stitching line, because you don't want to have the center diamond to be the wrong size.
Just a quick touch up with the iron there. All right. So there's that. Now we're ready to
put on
the others
last
on
two
there.
sides. Okay.
So
and again, if you look, these are they're
gonna be too
just
big.
a little oversized. You get little triangles.
And you don't worry about those little ears sticking out there.
One thing that I would look for when I was making these blocks is that I would have this parallel space down the center. Then you know you've got them in the right place. Because it's easy to twist them around.
These are kind of unusual shapes that we're not so used to working with.
Now there are quilts that use these diamond shapes. I know there's one called Storm at Sea that someday I'm going to make.
This would make it a lot easier.
This
tool is phenomenal.
I would want.
It's for sizes from 1x2 to 5x10, all on this same tool.
Exactly. So it's not just for it's for one block type of block, but many sizes, which gives you a great value.
All right. So now when you get those other two on there, we're going to also press those away from the center.
You open up again, press all the way out to the stitching line. It's kind of important to get that nice, clean diamond shape in the center. All right. And once it's pressed, you've created that.
Okay.
Now the outside edge looks a little messy, right?
So we have one more step, and that's to cut it to 2.5 by 4.5, so it will finish 2 by 4.
We want it to be the twin sister to this block.
All right, and so once again, you look here, here's the little numbers across here. This says 2 by 4, and you can see that there is a dashed line that's a diamond. We're going to line that right up on the diamond we stitched, and then we're going to just trim along the side. There's not very much there.
Just a little bit, but just enough.
And across the top. Okay, then I'm going to rotate it around so the clean sides are on the left and the bottom. And now I'm going to line up this line that says 2.5 by 4.5 with the left side and the bottom. And there's just a teeny little bit to cut off on the side here.
The nice part about this,
a little bit on the top,
is your 1/4 inch seams for putting these in with other blocks is going to be perfect.
And here you go. It's a nice finished block, and it is the twin sister to that one.
Thanks for joining us today.
For more Sew Easy videos, go to fonsandporter.com.